Hello. All right, we'll give everyone a minute or so. Very nice. Hi. Welcome to Mexico. We are here in Las Gaviotas for a beautiful, beautiful time. Sun finally came out. It was a little cloudy yesterday. And welcome. Hi. So for tonight's class, we will need either rock or crystal. And if you have one, an essential oil. It's nice to bring those into the mix. Hi, my name is Kiley Mack. It's so nice to see you tonight. Can you hear me okay? Let me know in the chat if you can hear me okay. Wherever you are, begin to create a comfortable seat. So grounding down, creating a comfortable seat. I often like to move my own seat cushions out of the way just to create a really firm foundation for the spine to stack and feel aligned. Really nice. And just begin to roll the shoulders. Noticing if one's a little more sore than the other. Maybe do one at a time or both together. But just beginning to get into the body. Go the other direction. Very nice. And pause and begin to find your center. So possibly leaning the heart a little bit forward or perhaps leaning a little bit back or side to side. And close your eyes and drop into the heart. And begin to notice what really feels like that center space. Might feel a little crooked on the hip or a little wonky in the shoulders, but just listen to where that space is. Continue to soften your breath. And begin to allow yourself to familiarize with any sounds in the environment, either my environment or your environment. Just allowing yourself to connect and hear every sound, not judging or creating any story, but just noticing any sounds. With each passing sound, allow every sound only to drop you deeper and deeper into yourself. And then allow the breath to begin to truly fill up your belly and your chest. And then exhale, just let it all pour out. Take a full breath into the belly, puff up into the chest. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Pour it all out. Nice. Take a full breath in. Biggest breath you've taken all week. And then let it out. Close your eyes and just begin to sit with your breath, noticing if there's anywhere in the body you'd like to create a little more spaciousness. Take a few more breaths. Just when you want to open your eyes, can you sit with yourself a little bit longer? Can you sit up a little bit taller and continue to try and find that peaceful place amidst the chaos? Tonight, I want us to practice this sitting in the center of the storm, sitting in the center of the eye of the storm as chaos and the world around you is screaming or making sounds or continuing to be extremely chaotic, can you anchor? Can you find that center space from which to operate, from which to exist? It doesn't mean you don't see and feel what's going on around you, but just that you continue to do your practice of anchoring down in your truth and your peace. Because from that place, we can really begin to pull things out from the storm and really begin to see what's truly going on. Nice. Gently bring your hands to your heart. Take a moment to just bow the head down to the heart. And begin to take this time just to send out any wishes or prayers you have for yourself, this planet, or maybe someone you know. And just taking this time to drop in. Imagine those people or those places receiving that which they most desire. And gently place the hands on the chest and just begin to rub little circles in the front of the chest, just opening up all the meridians. Nice. Continue to breathe. One more breath. And exhale, soften the shoulders. And gently bring that right hand up so that it's even with your shoulders. Palm face down. Let the hand be heavy. Now pull your head up towards the sky as if someone was pulling your head up towards the sky, and just gently drop that left ear over to the left shoulder. You can begin to look gently up towards the sky or down. You'll begin to feel a little bit of sensation in the right side of the neck. You continue to just floss back and forth, lifting the gaze, dropping the gaze. Then when you find a space that really you can feel that nice pulling along those little scalene muscles, pause there. Let the arm be heavy and just take a big breath into that right side of the neck. And let it go. Keep the arm in the same place it is, but just begin to go back and forth, front and back. Seeing if that even creates a little bit more openness, a little more tension. Just beginning to explore this side of you. Sometimes I'll feel it all the way from the back of my ear, all the way to the tips of my fingers along the arm. So just noticing where you feel it today. Nice. Continue to let the head be heavy. And now drop the hand an inch or so. You can pause here or you can continue to go back and forth, just noticing. So the hand is limp. There's no effort there. And just letting the weight of that arm continue to pull as the head continues to drop. Take a big breath into the right side of the neck, the right side of the shoulder. And exhale, let it all go. Nice. Bring the hand back to center and drop it a little bit more. Ooh, I'm feeling this one. Nice. Take a big breath into the belly, into the chest. Fill up all the way. And exhale, soften, let it all go. Nice. Notice how on that exhale you create a lot more of that spaciousness. Big breath into the heart. And exhale, soften as the hand comes almost all the way down. Maybe you're touching the floor gently, or maybe you're just a centimeter above. Continue to rock back and forth. Notice how each little space down creates a lot more openness. The more you drop, the more maybe tense you feel, who knows. A couple more breaths here. Close your eyes and really bring all that awareness into the right side of the throat. Can you feel that activation opening there? Can you tune into those sensations and bring the breath there? Nice. Place the right hand on the right knee and use the left hand to just prop the head back to center. Now you can just use bring the head back to center without the hand, but it's really nice so that those little muscles don't have to do anything. They're just released. So before we begin again, just close your eyes and just tune into the sides of the neck, the sides of the shoulders, and just notice if you see anything, if you notice anything going on in the neck or the shoulders. Nice. Look down at your feet and just switch the feet so the one that's in back will now be in front. Sit up tall. And as if you were a little puppet, just pull that left wrist up towards the sky until it's in line with the shoulder. And you can always just drop the head down, but it's really nice when you can pull up first, pulling up the head, and then dropping the right ear over to the right. And close your eyes and just begin to saw your nose back and forth, up and down. Just seeing if even in this space, if there's already a little crunching behind the ear, or what's going on the left side of your neck, your left shoulder. And you can begin to saw back and forth this arm, moving forward and back. And then pause if you find a spot that has a nice little pull. Drop the head a little bit more and take a big breath into the left side of the throat. And exhale, let it just pour over you, washing away any tension. Drop the hand a little bit more and you can begin to saw back and forth, just noticing. The gaze can be down or centered or up, whatever feels best for you. I usually find that center and down feels the best. Sometimes when I look up, it doesn't feel that good. Nice. Drop the hand a little bit more. Maybe you find anytime you find that little tension space, that's like a little golden nugget that you want to sit with and stay with. And continue to breathe into that space. The breath will bring a lot of attention and awareness to that space. And that's all it really takes to set these things free. It's just bringing our loving awareness to that part of us. Just like I've been so tense doing all these things and we're like, okay, we see you, hi. Nice, continue to let the hand be limp. Nice, and begin to saw back and forth. Just teasing in that part of the neck. And if you find a spot, stay there, take a big breath. Notice where you tense up and if you can soften the head a little bit more. Soften, soften. Drop the hand and continue to move down, down towards the ground until you find one more spot. Pause there. Take a couple breaths. Really close the eyes and drop into the heart or drop into that side of the throat. 3, 2, 1. Place the left hand on the left knee. Use the right hand to bring that head back to center. Take a breath. Exhale, soften the shoulders away from the ears. Very nice. Ooh, feels so good. Little circles. Oh, makes my head feel not as heavy. Wonderful. So let's do a full eagle. So just drop that left knee down so that the knee is directly under your chin. And you can either stack that right foot just on the other side of that knee, or you can even invite that right knee to stack on top of the left. And from here, we have quite a few options. You can either stay here and push the knee away, and just try that for a moment. Pushing the knee away as you pull your belly button towards your spine. You'll feel that hip flexor and that top of the femur really begin to activate. You can kind of feel in that crease. Nice. So you can stay here. Or if you'd like to explore a little bit more in the shoulders, if your shoulders feel great, stay here. If you want to go a little deeper and continue to open up your chest and the back of your shoulders, just bring your left elbow right in front of the heart, and that right elbow will come to go into the crease of the left hand. So you can stay here, or you can do the full bind. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, soften the shoulders away from the face, and let the head drop heavy. As the head is dropped, you can stay here and breathe big into the back of the neck. And every exhale just allows your head to sink a little bit deeper. Inhale, bring the fingers up towards the sky and keep the head dropped. So you'll feel the tops of the shoulders really beginning to pull and open. Soften the belly, soften the ribs, and see if you can just soften into this experience, allowing your breath to create that softness, that spaciousness. And the exhales just sink you a little bit deeper into yourself, into this moment. Bowing in full reverence to life, to this gift of the earth that is you. Three more breaths here. You've got it for 3, 2, 1. Slowly untwist the hands. Slowly bring the gaze. Take a moment of breath here. Moving slow in between as you place the hands back behind you. Channel your inner aerobics Jane Fonda and switch those legs. Very nice. So the right knee is now on the bottom and the left knee is now on top. If it doesn't feel good, you can always stay with that knee propped. But it's nice to begin to open up the hips on both sides. Nice. Take a few moments to play here. Maybe you want to push the knee away from you. Maybe it's too intense on this side. But just beginning to notice, what is your body doing at this time? Changes constantly. So fun to begin to notice and just have these tools to really explore what feels good in our body, what doesn't feel good. Very nice. If you want to explore the shoulders on this three, really puffing up big into the ribs. And then drop the head if you'd like and bring the elbows and the fingers up towards the sky. Very nice. Drop the head a little bit more and pull the fingers up towards the sky until you feel that activation along the tops of the shoulders. And really sink into this. See if you can soften your heart, soften your belly. Often we want to be sassy and stick our ribs out so can they pull back a little bit. And just notice any little spaciousness, any little sensation that you can feel. And bringing the breath to that space. Nice. One more breath here. Very nice. Gently unwind the hands. Gently lift the gaze. Take a moment of peace and breath. Very nice. Place the hands behind you. Bring the feet to center. And just begin to drop the knees over to the right. Bring them back to center and drop the knees over to the left. Hi, if you just joined, my name is Kiley Mack. So nice to see you. And we're just doing a nice Reiki Infused gentle yoga class with crystal meditation. So if you haven't already, grab a crystal or an essential oil and we'll be playing with those in a little bit. Very nice. Just feel what this is doing to your lower back, to your hips. Some nice, big, wide-legged windshield wipers. Very nice for 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Wonderful. Spread the legs out wide. I think you can see okay. Very nice. And really lengthen your head towards the sky. Nice. Now allow your belly button to be your flashlight. So if your belly button was a flashlight, can you turn that belly button over to the right big toe? Lengthen through the top of the head. And begin to just walk, keeping the back very, very straight as you can for as long as you can. So once you hit your edge, if you can't go any more straight, from that space is when we can begin to round. Soften the feet and just continue to breathe. If you have your essential oils near you, you can definitely put a little bit into the hand. Anytime we're going into an intense space, it's nice to just soften. Very nice. Take a big breath in, lengthen through the crown of the head. Take a full breath. And then exhale, soften, begin to melt into your leg, into yourself. Close your eyes, soften your shoulders. I often want to sneak up here. And just sitting with yourself in this space. Really activating that back chain of the right leg. This is often one of my least favorite things to do, but creates so much space and freedom in the body that it's such a great one to do. Continue to lengthen and soften. Slowly come out halfway and begin to stay in this space, halfway. Flex the foot towards your face now. Very nice. And this halfway point. Now turn your heart front towards the camera and place that right hand on the inside of that right foot. You can place it on the ankle as well, but I like to do the inside. Bring that left hand to the left hip and just begin to open the heart towards the sky. Take a nice big breath in, feeling anchored in both hips. And you can stay here with the hand on the hip, or you can begin to lengthen that arm up towards the sky, or you can even begin to pull it all the way over to the right, really opening the whole left side of the rib cage. So often lately we've been really sitting a lot, right? No one. And so our ribs can be a little bit more crunched than normal. So just really opening them like a nice fan, just to create spaciousness between each and every rib. Soften the shoulders, soften the breath, and maybe the gaze looks down, or maybe you look up, and maybe look forward. Nice. One more breath here. Exhale, soften a little bit more. Just getting into the body. And inhale, come all the way back to center. Take a nice big breath here. And then exhale, straighten out that left leg all the way. And invite that right foot into the left thigh. And just take a moment to notice how you're feeling on that lower back. Nice. Now lengthen through the top of your head. Really ground down through your sit bones. And just take a breath here. Once again, dropping into the awareness of our belly button, allowing that to be our guiding light. So just gently turn that belly button over to the left big toe. Lengthen again through the top of the head. Oftentimes when we turn, we'll start here and we'll go over, and we kind of go down. So keep that integrity. Nice, lengthen. And begin to walk forward, just keeping that straight back, hinging. And then when you get to that place where you're like, that's really tight, then you can begin to soften and round. Just went surfing today. I'm so sore in my shoulders. It's nice though. It's nice to get in the water and get out, right? And then played soccer. Such a nice break. Nice. Lengthen again through the crown. Come up a little bit. Take a full breath in. Really fill up the ribs. See if there's any little tension you can blast through with the breath. And then exhale, soften and begin to bow down into that thigh. Really beginning to feel that activation along the whole back chain of the left leg, or maybe you feel it more in one of the hips or the lower back, but just begin to notice. Begin to notice where you're feeling any sensation. When we notice, that is the act of presence, right? So anytime we can notice, we're dropping in immediately to that practice of presence. Very nice. Continue to lengthen here. Big breath. Exhale, soften. Give it everything you've got. Just let it all go. Inhale halfway. And then stay here for a few breaths. Just noticing what it's like to be in that halfway point instead of being at your edge. Soften the shoulders. Expand the breath. Nice. Slowly inhale back to center and spread that right leg all the way out again. Take a moment to notice. If you have to readjust again, maybe you pull your own seat cushions out of the way so that your sit bones can really be planted on the earth. Bring the hands in front of you, tented. You can begin to walk forward, once again, hinging with a straight back for as long as you can. And then when you can't go any farther, you can begin to round and bow. Continue to breathe here. Soften the toes, soften anywhere you're holding tension, and just notice what turns on in your body. What turns on in your body when you get to a place that's a little more tight, a little more tense. If we can begin to notice these patterns, we can often begin to help ourselves actually truly relax. Not just the concept of relaxing, but truly feeling the body soften and let go so that spaciousness can fill and empty. Slowly, gently rise all the way. Remove the blanket or pillow out of the way. And gently come onto your back with the knees bent. Yeah. Very nice. All right. Allow the head to just be firmly on the ground. Flip the palms up towards the sky and allow the knees to just drop in towards each other. Take a nice big breath here, adjusting any hips or shoulders that we need to. And begin to just breathe big into the belly. And letting it go. Big into the belly. And letting it go. Close your eyes and imagine that the top of your head begins to open. And from the top of your head, this light begins to invite itself in. You are inviting it in to your head. And this light begins to fill up your head and move down through the throat and into the heart space. And from there, it pours from the heart out through the shoulders into the hands. Imagine what color it is, how it feels. Is it warm? Is it cold? And once you feel the hands fill up with this light, you can gently place the hands on the belly. And begin to notice that this light pouring through the top of the head, down into the heart, out through the hands, is now pouring its way into your organs, into your belly. Soften the head, and just allow yourself to imagine this feeling. My right hand, I'm feeling blue. My left hand, so just begin to tune in and imagine me. And if it feels good, you can tell your belly and your body to begin to accept. Slide your hands up to your heart or into your chest and begin to do the same thing. Softening anywhere in the body and just seeing if this light can pour through your hands, into your chest, into your heart, into your. And then choose somewhere else on the body that maybe needs a little bit more love and attention. For me, it's going to be my ankle. For you, it might be your throat to your eyes or back to your belly. But just take a minute to place it on somewhere in the body that needs a little bit of extra love and attention. Begin to imagine that light pouring into that space. And give it what it needs. Does it want healing? Does it want love? Does it want attention? And just say, I'm giving you this, or I believe that you can heal. We'll be here for about 7 more seconds. Imagine this light coming through, guiding this part of you. Nice. Gently bring the hands to the hips and bring the feet up all the way towards the sky. And with all the attention in the world, just to place on your right foot and begin to do big, slow circles. Now, oftentimes you just want to go fast, 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 but if you can go big and slow, that gunk that we store in there, couple more in this direction. Just imagine the ankle draining and think about how little our feet are often over our heart. So we're recirculating the blood, draining any old blood from the space. Go the other direction. You can keep your hands somewhere on your body if that felt good, if you're connecting with that light. And then pause for a moment and then just notice the differences between the right foot and the left foot. Then begin to shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Shaking and releasing the fascia of the legs. Get everything to jiggle. Nice pause, and then all that attention onto that left foot now, doing those big circles. And really noticing how gunky it is. If we go fast, we may not notice, but if we go slow, it's like cocoon, cocoon, cocoon. You feel that? Very nice. Happy Wednesday. Oh, very nice. Go the other direction and take the biggest breath you've taken all week. Fill up all the way. And let it out. Nice. Shake out the feet, shake out the feet, shake out the feet. Straighten as much as you can. Straighten. And then begin to slowly just walk on the sky. Walk on the sky as you begin to walk away down the wall at your feet. Walking down and down and down and down. Take a nice big breath. Bring the arms up overhead for a nice morning style stretch. Inhale, bring the knees all the way to the face. See if you can kiss your knees. Being so grateful for all they do for us. Plant that left foot on the ground. And bring that right foot to just hook on top of that left knee. Take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, you can either just lift the left leg off the ground or you can begin to hug that left thigh into the heart. You can even use the elbow to push the right knee away. Or you can just stay hanging. Really tune into your hips here. Use the leverage of your hands, but just soften the shoulders, soften the breath. And see if just with your breath and your mind, you can create that same spaciousness into the hips. Helping free our lower back of any tension, maybe even rock side to side, just massaging the back onto the earth. Soften your jaw. Stop furrowing your eyebrows and just continue to breathe into the heart, into the belly. Just really pouring it out easily. Nice, bring both feet to the sky, give our normal little shake. Plant the right foot on the ground, place the left knee now, left foot on top of the right knee. You can stay here and just push that knee away if you'd like, or if you'd like to go a little bit more deeper into the hips, you can gently grab either behind that thigh or even on top of the shin here. And just feeling into what you want today. Maybe you begin to rock side to side because it felt good on the other side. Just creating that nice connection with the earth, feeling your whole spine being held and supported as you are expanding, creating so much spaciousness in the hips, in the lower back, in your mind. You notice all the muscles in your face begin to just soften and melt away. Close your eyes, soften the jaw, and just connect with your breath. Connect with any sensations in your hips. Oh, very nice. Unhook the feet. Give it one more little shake, 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 shake. Really shake all the way down to your glutes, to your thighs. Shake, 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 shake. Releasing that fascia. It feels so good. And then place the feet on the earth, knees still bent. Bring your hands up towards the sky and just drop the hands and bend at the elbows until a hand is in each elbow. Take a nice full breath in. As you exhale, dive that right elbow down towards the floor, over to the right, and then drop the knees over to the left. Nice. You can begin to seesaw that elbow up and back along the ground. And just tuning into that left shoulder and just really tuning into any sensation you have. Any little chunkiness or tightness is a space where we can actually create more freedom just by staying there. So if you really find a spot that pulls, pause it. Take a few breaths and notice where else in the body are you holding on. Can you give it permission to let go? And the knee foot on top of that knee. What does that right shoulder need and want right now? Maybe you begin to like, oh, it's so tight there. Maybe pause and you try and soften. Notice where else are you holding? Big breath in. All go. Palms face up, down by the hips. And gently straighten those legs out away from the face. And if you have enough room to take a full breath in along both sides of the body. From your ankles to your pinkies, filling up. And exhale. Hook that right foot now onto the left leg. And gently grab the right wrist with left hand and begin to pull that right hand over to the left. So you're making a nice little mini C shape or a nice little banana. Soften the few breaths. Take a few breaths all the way from your pinky toe to your pinky. Soften your effort. And just be here. Release the foot, release the hands. Nice full breath in. Exhale, now hook that left foot on top of the right. Grab the left wrist with the right hand and begin to pull that left hand over to the right, creating this nice little banana shape. My friend Ariel calls it the banana asana. I think that's so cute. All right, soften the arms, soften the legs, soften the belly. Just notice so much wants to turn on when we move. Let's see where we can bring this mindfulness. Just allow yourself to be in this moment, that chaos, that storm, all the noise in the world, in this class and just in general, and see if you can continue to anchor into your own peace. We often think meditation needs to be up on a mountain away from sound and things. Be in the middle of a city. And continue to close your eyes, soften your arms. Nice. Take a big breath in. Exhale, let it all out. Release the hand, release the legs, and just give yourself a side to side, maybe bend the knees, and just really massage those shoulders all the way into the earth, creating that nice pressure. Do any little last movement that you want. Maybe you hug the knees or a nice happy baby, or just do any other little motion you want. And then coming all the way into Shavasana, stretch out those legs, stretch out those arms, and go a little wider than you normally do, really spreading the feet wide, spreading the arms wide. And just soften into the ground here. Continue to lay down your crystal or your rock, gently placing it somewhere on the body. Begin to tune into where it feels like it wants to go. Maybe on your heart or on your belly. Continue to lie down and just breathe. Breathe with this part of you. You're going to connect down with your feet, allowing your feet and your legs and your knees and your hips to just begin to soften and sink down into the earth. Bring your awareness to your belly and your back, your ribs and your lungs, and just give each one of those permission to drop and sink down into the ground, feeling connected and held by the earth, by yourself, by your own awareness, by this moment. Allow your shoulders and your arms and your fingers to soften and sink down into the ground. Maybe you know that you are so self, so that you can continue to Mac. I love and appreciate you so much already. I can just tell. And have a wonderful, wonderful night. And I will put in my name for Instagram and for YouTube and all the things. But my name is Kiley Mack. My way on the heart, or maybe just taking a big breath. Welcome. Love you. Have an amazing, amazing night. And I will see you next week.